mouths, we restrain our praise, not knowing that it is the fire of God that comes and saturates our praise and burns out every infirmity that we are carrying. And so as you're in the house today, when you clap your hands, when you lift your hands, when you open your mouth, you're sending the fire of God back to your job to deal with that unrepentant boss. You're sending the fire back to your house to deal with the children who need to get saved. You're sending the fire back to your husband who refuses to come to church. So when we say let the fire fall, as you open your mouth, the fire of God falls not only in here, but wherever you go, the fire goes with you. Wherever your foot touch, the fire goes there. And so when the fire falls in the church, it impacts the community.
Hallelujah.
Let the fire fall. But what is happening is that we have come to church and we have used the church to become a social gathering, not realizing that we are people who are of a spiritual nature, who exist in a physical world. And so the fact that your eyes cannot see that there is demon attacking you from left, right, and center, it doesn't mean that it's not there. What it will take are a set of spiritual people with spiritual vision who understand that they wrestle not against flesh and blood, but principalities and powers, rulers of iniquity in high places, who are coming to torment your sanity, who are coming to torment your marriage. And so when you come to church, brothers and sisters, it is the place that you meet God. It is the place that the heart of the believer connects with the Spirit of God. And so when we come and we say, let the fire fall, it means that whatever you're experiencing in your life has to come submissive to the will of God. But we have turned church into something different. We come and with our sophisticated selves, we sit and we refuse to offer praise to God. Meanwhile, the devil is attacking your finances. The devil is attacking your marriage. The devil is attacking your health. The devil is attacking your deliverance. The devil is attacking you from every front. And so what it will take are a people who understand that Pentecostal power comes to heal, deliver, and set free. And so when fire falls in your life,
yes, Lord,
it dismantles everything that the enemy meant for evil. Yes. Somebody say, let the fire fall.
Let the fire fall.
Amen.
Let the fire fall. And so there are demons working to attack you. But what we need to remember is that we are not just ordinary people. We are extraordinary people.
Yes.
We are spiritual people who live in a natural world.
Yes.
And so we must get back to the place where we can start to see things with our spiritual vision. Good God, I long for the day when I can come to the house of God and the mothers and fathers of Zion are still there. They can tell me what I did the night before, how much I messed up, because the spirit of discernment can allow them to see where I've been, what I've been through. And so that way the church is restored to a godly fear. But people have become slacked up and loose. And so even the mothers and fathers of Zion, who are supposed to be praying up for the young people, are messed up as well.
Yes. Hallelujah.
And so the fire cannot fall in the church because the people are carnal.
Yes. Come on now. Hallelujah.
And so the prophet Isaiah said in Isaiah 6 verse 1 that in the year when Uzziah died, he said, I also saw the Lord. He was high and lifted up, and his train filled the temple. Isaiah was saying that the God is holy. And then he said that the angel took a live coal from the altar, and the coal touched his lips. And when the fire touched him, he had no choice but to repent of sin. And he said, woe, I am undone. I am a man of unclean lips, and I dwell among a people of unclean lips. When the fire of God reaches you, it doesn't matter what situation you are in. If it's the devil who's trying to mess with you, he has to line up with the will of God. It doesn't matter what is trying to attack you.
Yes.
When fire comes, it cannot stay. Somebody give him praise. And so in Ephesians 6, Paul says that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, But he says that we wrestle against what? Principalities and what? Powers. He says that we wrestle against the rulers of the darkness. But you thought he was going to say the darkness in hell, right? The darkness in this world. It means that to your left there is demonic attack. To your right there is iniquity. In front of you there is the forces of hell who are coming full front to attack you. So what it will take is a church that is prayed up and charged with the fire of God. Come on, stand on your feet, church, and give him praise. There are forces of attack that are encircling the people of God. And unless the church is revived and prayed up, then the church will crumble. But do I have a church today that believes in the fire of God? That when there is hell attacking you, you can say, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of the darkness of this world, to the shadow of death, but thou art with me, my rod and my staff, they comfort me. It is the fire of God.
Amen. Yes.
Oh, somebody give him praise up in this house. He says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God, that you may be able to stand in the evil day. The reason the church cannot stand is because the church is weak. We don't have the armor. We are not prayed up. We are not fasted up. And so when the enemy comes in like a flood, the Bible says that the Spirit of God will raise up a standard. But when fire comes, if the material is wet, the fire can't start anything. It has to take some people who come to church charged up in the Holy Ghost, so that when I come with my spark, I can rub my spark against yours, and then together, where one or two are gathered, touching anything concerning him, he is in the midst to bless. But we come for blessing on empty stomach, nothing prayed up, nothing fasted up. But is there a fire believer in the house today? And so he says, stand therefore with your loins girt about, with the breastplate of truth and righteousness, and your feet shod with the preparation of the gospel of peace. He says, take the shield of faith that is able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Or is there a believer who have come today? You're facing trouble at home, but you believe there is a God. You're facing trouble on your job, but you believe that there is a God. You're facing trouble everywhere you turn, but you believe that there is a God. Shout, let the fire fall.
Fire fall. Yay.
Let the fire fire. Let the fire fall.
Jesus. Yay.
Let the fire fall.
Yes.
And so when fire comes, one of the major functions of fire, you can sit. Let's make our way clear here. One of the major functions of fire, brothers and sisters, is that it makes us holy.
Amen.
Fire purifies. Back when I was growing up, they used to have a term, it's called sanctification. Yes, we don't use it anymore because it's not so popular. But can I tell you what sanctification is? When fire comes, it sanctifies the believer. Sanctification can be instant, it can be progressive, or it can be complete. We are living in what we call progressive sanctification, meaning that we are not there yet. We are not perfect yet, but we are getting there. Paul says it's a gradual walk, it's a daily walk. So as I daily experience the fire of God, as he comes to burn out my carnal nature, I am on a journey of progressive sanctification. Holiness is where I am daily being separated from the world and united to the will of God. And it places me in right relationship and standing with him. The problem with the church today is that we have neglected these things, but we want blessings.
Come on.
Everybody wants the house and the land and the car, but nobody wants to be holy. And so God has a destiny that he has outlined for every person. But in order for your life to get to the place that he wants you, he must call you out of some things.
Yes.
That is being made holy. It doesn't mean that you are now floating in thin air. It simply means that God has taken you from point A and He's trying to take you to point B. Our issue is that when He is taking us out of point A, He's taking us from our comfort zone. And so now He has to cause you to break up with that boyfriend who means you no good because he's trying to make you holy. He has to cause some friends to drop you because he realizes that they were negative influence. He's trying to make you holy. He's trying to get you set up with a better job, but he realizes that the friends you had were drug addicts. They weren't good for you. They weren't positive influences. So now point A over here are the things of the world. Point B is the better opportunity that he has for you. So as he is making you holy, he is taking you from the place where you were, but it's hard to leave that place. Am I talking to somebody up in this church? It's hard to leave here because it hurts. It hurts when he's no longer taking your phone calls. It hurts when the baby daddy walked out. But good God, how many of you have been through it and you know it gets better? Because when God brought you out, you didn't know how you were going to survive. But what the enemy meant for evil, God took it and He took it for good. That's why the psalmist says that He lifted my feet up out of the miry clay. He set me upon a rock to stay. And so as He's making me holy, I have to trust the process. And the process hurts though. The process hurts because it's painful. And so you lost the job because he's trying to teach you that you have to trust him. You weren't tithing anyway.
Come on. Hallelujah.
And so you lost it because now he's saying, if I take away what you can see, now you have to come to a place where what you can see becomes spiritual. But we in America are relying on the physicalities of this world because America is a society that is based on industrialism, that is based on materialism. Oh, but I remember when I was growing up and I used to go to my granny and my granny would come and wake up at 4 in the morning and she didn't have much words, but she would say, Lord, Papa Jesus, I don't have much this morning, but remember me. Oh, good God. And you would go to church and the little country people didn't have much. Oh, but they had a resilient faith in God. They knew that what they didn't have, God would provide it. Oh, but we've come to America in the land of plenty, so we don't need Jesus anymore. We don't need faith anymore. We are going to church because I'm just a volunteer.
Amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I don't do ministry, I'm a volunteer. They don't pay me. So I show up when my job permits it.
Come on.
I show up when I can go. Yeah, that's how it is. I'm a volunteer. Yeah, you know I'm right.
Amen, amen.
Some of y'all do it too.
Talk about it.
A volunteer.
Come on.
And so when I was growing up, the little people didn't have much. Granny would set the wood to make a fire, but there was no meat in the house. Good God Almighty. There was nothing in the house, but Granny set the water on the fire and she went and she got the wood and she put it there. Oh, and she would send us, she would say, Kayvon, go and chop some wood, and I'm wondering where is Granny going to get the food. But by the time we came back with the wood, I kid you not, Brother Super from up the street brought banana. Brother Herbie brought some chicken back, and we would have dinner because Granny had faith. She knew that the fire of God was in her soul. And so if she had faith as small as a mustard seed, you can speak to this mountain and it must be removed. Can I call the church back to Christian living?
Yes. Praise God. Praise God. Praise God.
Oh, somebody praise him.
Praise God.
Somebody